What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Monday morning motivational stream. We're going to be doing these streams every day in the morning from now on. I've just decided that. That's my new thing. Hope you guys do enjoy the stream. If you want, please go follow me on the Instagram. Check out the links in the description. They support the channel. This is my job, so I figured I would just make it like a Monday morning radio host with Josh. Why not? That sounds fun. Except we'll do it every day. I've been working on a few settings here. Settings should be better. I should be more clear. What is up? How's it going? Good morning. I'm going to chill here for a little bit, then I need to head out to the gym. But, you know, just got to keep the schedule. I don't know how to make an announcement. How do you make an announcement on a live stream of like, here's my schedule. Not quite sure how to do that yet. We got 6 people here. I appreciate your time. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time with me before leaving. How is the stream quality, by the way? Is it cutting? Doesn't seem to be cutting. It looks pretty decent. I'm back with your Monday morning traffic report at 9 o'clock. SM, what's up, dude? How's your Monday going? I can't wait till that Venom movie comes out on, what, a few more days? B-Dude, what's up, dude? Nope, it's crispy. Perfect. I changed the resolution of my camera to be native. Apparently, it wasn't streaming 1080. And that's what the best settings for this camera are, like 1080p. Like, but it was streaming at some odd resolution where I was like in a box. It was like cropped. So I changed it. I think I look a lot more clear now. What's up, my dude? Paul McLaughlin. I feel like your name would be hard to say if you were under the influence. McLaughlin. Andrew, what's up, man? How's it going? How you guys doing? So I'm thinking about talking a little bit about maybe some game dev. I might do some game dev, but I don't know. I just hit myself in the face. I don't know enough Unreal Engine, so I'd have to stream it while I learn it, like learn how to do it and learn how to do blueprints and stuff. Maybe I'll stream that. I think that'd be fun. Because clearly streaming games itself is super boring. I don't know how people on Twitch make a living, because it's like, what value are you providing? What, like, you're giving shallow entertainment value of like, you got a triple kill, oh, awesome. And then someone says something, hey, next, boring. So, streaming games doesn't work. I might do it on Twitch. I'll leave that to Twitch. Yesterday was a failed experiment. That's what experiments are for. But I need to stream some Unreal Engine. I have a Udemy course on it I've been meaning to do, a multiplayer course I've been doing. But yeah, the actual game streaming itself, that's not really interested. Okay. Currently doing Udemy's Unity course. Which one? The one that's like Game TV, or what is it? I'm on their Discord, gamedev.tv official. I haven't done that one for Unity. Those are the ones I have for Unreal Engine. Unreal, only reason I'm not doing Unity is because I want to make a multiplayer game, whether that's peer-to-peer or whatever. I don't need dedicated hosts to get it, my concept up and running. But Unity doesn't have any. I made up a whole bunch of questions on the Unity forum once. I was like, how do I make a multiplayer game? Everyone's like, oh, just make a Node backend with Express and connect. And I was like, what? How do I connect my Node with C# and like connect that to my game assets and then connect that to me loading into a game and like managing servers and like, just do this thing. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't help me at all. So Unity is garbage for multiplayer, and Unreal Engine supports peer-to-peer, and it has like a walkthrough where you can do it. I understand that like at Blizzard and stuff, they probably have their own networking engineers that make all that stuff from scratch. I don't have time for that. I'm just trying to do it for fun. I don't know. Do you guys watch Twitch? Do you guys watch gamers on Twitch? Why do you watch them? What value are they giving you besides entertainment? Besides Amarath, because she's a, you know, she has a great attitude. Ultimate Guide to Game Development with Unity, the Unreal Engine Developer Course. I think that's what I have exactly. Let me log in. Yesterday I messed up. Yesterday I released a video with no audio because I muted it when I was editing it, and then I'm like, no, I wasted the YouTube notification. Now no one's gonna see this video. Oh. YouTube life. Be sure to make survival RPG. I was gonna make something similar to Fortnite, but then Fortnite came out, but then I was like, you know what, my game idea still hasn't been done, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Funny game streamers are entertaining. You put it in the background. Fair enough. It's gonna be multiplayer. So number one, you gotta, like, you know, with web development, it's like mobile first, but with game development, it's like multiplayer first. Because making single player and then going back and replicating everything and sending everything over the network is just like, you should have done that when you were making it. And also we get to do some C++. What is it? Unreal Engine. You said that you have. Wishing you a blessed week. About to get some coding. Keep up the great work. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Why did I miss that comment? Appreciate you. Oh, by the way, my Instagram message, if you haven't seen it, is never complain, never explain. Okay? Because that doesn't do you any good. It doesn't actually lighten the load of whatever you're going through. It just, misery loves company, essentially. So never complain, never explain. You can always complain. Affiliatepreneurs. I feel like you're breaking one of the golden rules of entrepreneurship as an affiliatepreneur. Because if someone takes away your platform, then you're done. As game dev starting out, do I suggest building a multiplayer game? I had a multiplayer game working. But like, if you wanna make a multiplayer game, you can't make a single player game and then go back and just turn on multiplayer, because you have to replicate everything. You have to say, okay, if this bullet shoots, is it going to be replicated? What if it's in the vision of the guy? Like, so you have like a, you know, if you shoot a bullet at someone, but that guy's on the other side of the wall and he can't see it, do you load that bullet in for the other guy? Because he's not going to be able to see it. Like, do you load it? Is it going to get to him? Like, you have to do that logic. You know, like, and then there's, what is it called? I forget. But basically, it only loads what your camera's looking at. You gotta do all that. You have to be like, okay, did the bullet hit him? Where did it hit him? Okay, now calculate the amount of health it needs to take off. What kind of job do I currently have as a developer? I don't. I quit my job as a developer because I don't like working for people as a developer. I rather teach. Yeah, in my resume review video where I said GPA doesn't matter, You've been freaking out about it like crazy. I didn't put my GPA on my resume. I didn't care. It doesn't matter. It only matters if you think it matters. If you're applying to a company that's like, we only hire GPA grads, like, all right, well, this is the thing. C students are the ones running the A students, right? A students work for the C students, right? The C students have struggle bust their entire way through life. They've struggle bust. They've gotten mediocre grades. I'm talking about the ones that just like couldn't grasp concepts, not like the dudes that like smoke pot and do nothing. Generally, the A students make fantastic workers, okay? And C students make great bosses. You always wonder how the dude above you is just like, this guy is so dumb, you know, like how did he get this? But anyways, don't worry about your GPA, okay? If someone says your GPA matters, that's just because they want a nice little worker drone that does what they tell them and can do it good. GPA is irrelevant. It means that you can take tests very good. That's it, right? Doesn't mean you're not a hard worker. Doesn't mean you can't get stuff done. It just means you're either good or bad at taking a test, or your teacher really liked you or didn't like you. That's it. That's it. It's not fair. The people who have been told no in school, or no, you failed, sorry, do it again, over and over and over, those are the ones who come out on top. Those are the ones who work hard. Those are the ones who have failed and like get back up. Like, it's easy to be like, good job, you got the correct answers. Here's an A+, and then they put it on your desk. Whereas the C student, he's like, well, why didn't I get this? Now I have to figure out how to do this. And that is a better skill to take on later in life. But in schools and colleges make great worker bees, but they don't make, like, if schools and colleges make great worker bees and great little cogs in the machine, what makes bosses? What makes entrepreneurs? What makes the people at the top? Okay, certainly not schools. It's the struggle, right? Because people that get A's will just do whatever you tell them. I'm not saying that all people that got good grades are worker bees. I'm just saying the majority of people, you know, that's just what they're used to. Why A Students Work for the C Students by Robert Kiyosaki, I think. Yeah, it's the same dude that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I was actually looking at it last night. That's why I'm so familiar with it. But it is a good book, and it's true. But that phrase is actually from another guy. It's the A students work for the B students. The B students are the managers. The C students run the company, and the D students dedicate the building, right? Because it's just a different mindset. People that are worried about good grades are worried about just doing what they're told, getting the good stuff, all that. But anyways, don't worry about your GPA, dude. You're overreacting for sure. Just don't mention it. Coffee, you know it. You know it's good. Do I make money from developing freelance games? No, I don't make money from developing freelance games. I teach code. I teach code to a whole bunch of people. Right now I have like 20 students that I'm teaching code to. Every day I'm teaching code to somebody. Today I have a first session with a new student. I'll be sitting down teaching him some, well, we're going to go, it depends. I have to see where he's at. But I teach code. I make money off of ad revenue. Yeah, I mean, I have multiple sources of income. But my job as a developer, it's not for me. Like I don't do jobs. I don't do cubicles. I'm done with that. As you guys know, I'm very anti-cubicle. I'm very remote. I like to get stuff done. I don't like doing meetings that have been emails, all that stuff. Not sure if I've answered this. What college did I graduate from and what degree? I graduated from a college in Finland with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering. Some motivation phrase? Okay, you can tell the size of a man by the size of his problems. That's a good one. Obviously, you have all the memes that are like, don't let your dreams be dreams, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. How much did what cost? How much does the student teaching cost? Oh, it's $500 a month. If you love what you're doing, you're going to be successful no matter what. That's not true. You got to work smart. You can, like, a lot of people love to play soccer, but that doesn't mean all those people that love to play soccer are going to end up in like the FIFA leagues, or people that like to play basketball are going to end up NBA players. You got to be realistic. You got to figure out a way to monetize what you love, and then do that. You can't just like follow your dream. Like it's great, right? But you can't be like you got to be realistic about it. You're a network engineer. You don't know anything other than any other programming language. Your job was implementing large land wands, also secure. I don't know what that means. Dude, you got your on-site interview, low-key freaking out. All right, this is what you need to do. You need to go in there. You need to ask who you're going to work with, what you're going to work on. Ask to stay later, right? This is your key. Be like, can I stay a little bit later and just take a look around? Really interested in the team. Really, cool with what's going on here. I'd like to take a deeper dive. What would I be working on day one? I definitely think everyone should follow their dreams, right? I like making videos, I like doing all this stuff, but like the dreams and all that would be like, oh, let's make some Marvel movies and stuff, But I like making videos and I like helping people, so I'll figure out a way to enjoy that. Now I'm doing what I love. Currently a bachelor student, studying computer science, trying to get into machine learning. Should you take online courses, Udemy or Udacity? Any thoughts? Machine learning. Yeah, there's some Coursera stuff. Coursera has some machine learning you could take from university courses. They have graded work. I don't know. Do you want to go to a boot camp? Give me some options. Machine learning is so new. It's usually offered in I think Udacity has one, but Udacity won't respond to me, so can't tell you. Yeah, grind, hustle, and connections are what get you, right? So luck equals opportunity plus preparation. That's it. That's how it works. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Later, dude. Okay, so first of all, success is subjective. Some people define success as being able to walk today, right? Whereas yesterday they couldn't. So I'm saying you have to be realistic about your dreams. You can't just go out and be like, you have to look at the opportunity and you have to scale your ability to put in the work. What's your advantage? How are you going to get an advantage? What are you going to do differently? You can't just be like, do what you love. That's so hipster, hippie bullshit. You got to be realistic about it. You got to figure out a way to monetize it, or you're going to live in a box. You're going to be one of those typical musicians working gig to gig, $5,000 of musical equipment, driving 500 miles to a gig for $50 to play, You got to be realistic about what you're doing. You got a job in the UK because the interview video helped you a lot? Dude, you're the man. Congratulations. I should screenshot these and put them in a folder for days that I feel like I'm not doing anything for people. I'm going to screenshot that right now. Thank you, sir. How did I learn to code? I went to a code bootcamp for 2 months. What do you consider a master at in coding? I don't consider anyone a master in coding. I feel like you'd have to be a master in learning how to learn. You can't know everything. It's impossible to know everything. If someone says they know everything, they're full of shit because some guy just invented a new library or a new framework. Okay, so you can be very good. You can be very familiar with the concepts. You can't, With a degree in mechanical engineering, what are my accolades for teaching code at a high price point? First of all, it's not that high, number one. If you go look up some tuition or mentors for teaching code, it's actually not that high. It's very affordable. And what is my accolades? Well, I've worked 2 jobs consistently for the past 3 years in development. I struggled my way through Code Bootcamp. I got up there. I know what it's like to not know anything when you're learning to code. I've done all that. I know what it's like to hit that first roadblock. I know what it's like to explain to people that haven't done code as a job or grew up coding. I can explain concepts to people that have, you've been a farmer or something, right? I can still explain code to you because I didn't know anything about code either. On top of that, I have connections, networking, I've done resumes. You're asking for me to validate myself, but if you just go watch my videos, I think you can figure that out. Which bootcamp and which stack? I went to Dev Mountain before it got bought out, and it was $4,500. Now it's $13,000 for part-time. Yeah. So it was technically 3 months, 4 days a week, at night, and then on Saturdays I had to give up all my Saturdays for like 3 months. But it was actually only 2 months, because the last month was project week, and project week consisted of the teacher. All right, guys, if you got a question, just let me know. So that was the last month of the boot camp. That was a real positive experience there. I remember trying to get my money back on that month. I was like, can I get my money back? And they were like, well, we'll give you a prorated thing here. And I was like, all right, best just keep going at this point. I was only gonna get like $300 back or something, so I just showed up. You meant security, implement corporate LAN WANs? LAN WAN sounds like a Mario character. I don't know what that means. I'm not a security network engineer. I mean, I know what LAN and WAN are, but I don't know what programming language you should learn. Maybe Java? It sounds really IT. Not sure. Am I currently working on a big project to deliver in the future? No, I'm currently working on a bunch of consistent small things every single day so that I can have a big future instead. How do we get motivated? I can't help you with how we get motivated. It depends on what motivates you, but I would say don't lose the disconnect between your vision and where you're at right now. A lot of people have this grand vision out there, and then they get really hyped to do it, and they do it for a couple days, and they notice, like, you know, this is the goal over here, and this is them over here, and after 2 days, you move like this much, right? After a month, you move like this much, and so like you're just like, this is never gonna happen, even though you are moving. People just forget, they lose sight of the vision. What do you teach in your training, and is it one-on-one? Yeah, it's one-on-one. So it depends on what you want to learn. If you want to learn Java to a high level, I'm gonna say pass, because that's not what I do. If you want to learn JavaScript, you want to learn React, you want to learn some SQL, you want to learn some PHP, let's do it. But if you want to learn like something that I don't know, I'm going to pass. But it's a custom, right? Depends on where you're at, what you know, all that stuff. Marco from Finland, what's up? Final phase of the job interview, coming within a few minutes. Fingers crossed. Dude, best of luck, but you don't need luck, man. You've already prepared. Now you got that opportunity, you're good to go. CS in your college is mostly math. What degree should you pick for software engineer? Yeah, don't pick a degree for software engineer. Just learn, man. Aubrey knows what's up. Nine months into web shop project, gotta stay motivated. Yeah, dude, you gotta stay. You don't have to stay motivated. You just gotta stay disciplined. For example, today I'm feeling pretty motivated about Monday, because Monday always feels like a new week, feels fresh. If something happens during the day that just totally wrecks me, I'm probably not gonna be motivated tomorrow. But I gotta still get up, I gotta still do it. You gotta figure out a way to make those boring tasks exciting for yourself. And it doesn't mean make the actual task exciting, make the process of it exciting, right? So that's what they mean. Enjoy the process. Figure out a way to enjoy the process. Like if you have to be there and type some tedious shit, you gotta type some data. It's like the equivalent of like writing your name on the chalkboard 500 times. Like, it's not the actual what you're doing you have to make fun. You gotta make the process of it fun. You gotta figure out, like, put yourself a timer on there. See how fast you can get it done in like 2 minutes or something, right? Make the process fun, and then you can enjoy the task. What's up, Nathan? Major Me, what's up? Robin, what was the book about pain aversion and procrastination called? It's actually the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. If you have to stay motivated in code, you probably shouldn't code. I don't know. I think if you're a beginner, people need motivation to code, especially because if they don't have resources around them, surrounding them, and they hit roadblocks, you're going to want some people to like help you. But if you don't have those people, if you don't have those people around you to help you get through those roadblocks, it can be really demotivating, and then you can give up. And a lot of people do. You're liking the 10 pillars of success. You're listening to an audible. It lacks a bit from what a hard copy might provide. I mean, there's some actionable stuff in there. A lot of it's just mindset and, you know, kind of do this, rich people do that, poor people do this type deal. Right, so there's like the common phrase from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Poor people work for money, and rich people make money work for them. So there's a whole bunch of stuff like that in that book. Towards the end, he gets really actionable. He gives you some websites and stuff you can go. Entry job, although your English isn't perfect, but they're respectable. I don't know. My channel's great. D for Dan. You're the man. Dan the man. You need to change your name. I don't know how many other Dan the Mans are there, but I appreciate that. I have to charge my headphones. Please hold. Guys, I need new headphones. Like, these are the crappy ones that I have. I need new headphones at the gym because this has no bass. Every time the bass drops, it's like dropping a penny. It sucks. It's just loud and obnoxious and kind of like, oh, what was that? I need new headphones. What else we got? Nathan, did I respond? Robin, yeah, I think I answered, but I think it was Mel Robbins. Charge, please. Okay. I'm actually making a video today on top of my other normal video, which is like a day in the life of a 27,000 subscriber YouTuber doing it full time. If you guys want to see what that's like. Apple AirPod 2 is releasing soon. I don't have an iPhone. I have the better version of an iPhone. It's called a Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Any new projects on the go for this week? I mean, I do this full time. I don't really spend my full time doing code projects that aren't going to make me any money. If I'm going to code a project, I'm going to do it for a live stream. You're using Sony MDR XB50Bs. Ooh, let me look at these bad boys. Sennheisers. Those are really expensive, right? Isn't that like the Bose? How much does this cost? 80 bucks. How's the bass? It's a little bit pricey. Been binge watching stuff? Hey, thanks, man. I think my stuff is cringy. Especially when other people that I know in person, they're like, hey, I've seen your videos. And I'm like, oh. Cameron, you said you find when you want to expand your skill set, you end up trying to do too many things at once. All right, so ask yourself this question. What's the one thing that you could do today? What's the one thing that will affect tomorrow, that will affect the next day, and all that stuff? I should stream coding my website. No, I'm not going to do that. Number one, it's built on WordPress, and more, it's about creating engaging content, which I think is kind of boring to watch. Also, I don't want to give away all the marketing tactics. What do you mean? You also recommend the guys Rich Dad Poor Dad? Yeah, that's a good book. Hopefully you can be in the same place in 6 months. Absolutely. Sennheiser wireless earbuds. How much that cost? $136. Yeah, I don't think I've ever spent more than like $25 on earbuds that were wireless. Maybe a little bit too much for some people. Yeah, that has like a really low high-end volume. Do I hate my voice when editing a video? I used to hate my voice when editing a video. Whenever my girlfriend would be here and I'd be editing, I'd be like, she'd be watching TV in the other room, and I'd be in here editing a video of myself doing the work. And I'd always turn the volume down really low so that she couldn't hear me editing a video of myself talking about whatever I am in the video. Because like whenever she'd walk by right there to go to her room, I feel like she's just looking and she's like, what is this dude doing? Editing. Who edits videos of himself? Like, it's awkward. But what's really awkward is when you film sketches when she's home. when you have to play two people as one person, and when you have to yell at yourself. So like for the video where I was in here, like sitting, and then I was yelling at myself from the door, I had to do that twice, and it was like she was here the entire time, and I could just hear her giggling. I could hear her giggling in the other room because it's ridiculous, and so I just have to accept the giggles, and I'm like, you know what, this is ridiculous. Let's just have fun with it. But you always get really self-conscious when you first start to edit YouTube videos. Look for a brand called Jay's. I edit my videos with Premiere Pro, the professional way to go. Brought to you by Adobe Software. Link for the affiliate link. I'm just kidding. Jay's earbuds. You said cheap over here, 179 US dollars. I'm going lowest bang for the buck. Well, I want highest bang for the buck. Is my girlfriend ever going to be in the videos? She's not really interested in being in the videos. She doesn't watch my videos. She doesn't even... Actually, yesterday I was asking her, I was like, do you know what I make videos about? She's like, I don't really know what you make videos about. And I was like... Because her friend asked her. She told her friend, he's like, yeah, he makes videos and something about programming. She doesn't know what I do. And her friend was like, well, do you support him in making videos? And she was like, well, I don't actually know what he talks about. I don't watch his videos or anything. So, probably not. She doesn't. She has no idea what I do. They cost $35 over here in Sweden. Dude, buy something good. Don't be stingy. I'm allowed to be stingy when I work for myself, fam. Okay? Bills come first. Making enough money comes first. Auxiliary stuff like this, spending the extra, right? This is how you have lifestyle creep. You don't spend what you don't have. I have other priorities than spending $180 for earphones. At that point, I just play the music on my speaker on my phone, man. Like, sounds like you got a little bit of that case of keeping up with the Joneses, fam. Tell her I make videos where I do push-ups for money. When starting an iOS project, you get stuck with adding features, so you end up quitting. No help from Stack Overflow or anyone. The problem seems to be with your Stack Overflow questions, because you can post a pretty crappy Stack Overflow question and get a bunch of answers, because I've done it. It sounds like maybe the wording of your question is not going good, or the title of your question is not going good, or it's very vague. Like, if you literally put what you just said to me in Stack Overflow, I get stuck with adding features, what do I do? To Stack Overflow, everyone's going to be like, dude, what are you talking about? Business expense. Yeah, I mean, I get the business expense and stuff like that, but like the money coming to me as a business expense is still the money I have to use to spend for my bills. It's not like I get extra money for business expenses, but I could business expenses, just make a video at the gym. That's the thing that's kind of silly about being a YouTuber. You just business expense everything, all your money. If I drive my car to the gym, business expense. You know, gotta. If I go to Hawaii, make a video in Hawaii, business expense. You know, it's kind of dumb. Class just started. All right, time to fold the laptop down. Fold it down. Goodbye. It's not that I don't want these, right? It's just that I value being able to pay my bills more than bass drops, you know? Do I run Facebook ads or YouTube ads to promote my training? No, I don't. I feel like running ads to promote something would devalue my credibility. If I were to run Facebook ads, they wouldn't be advertisements, which I'm going to do. They're going to be awareness ads. They're not going to be, here's a product, click to buy now. It's going to be like, hey, check out this website if you're interested in learning X. Hey, check out this, right? I'm not interested in be like, here's a product, $3.99, like, buy it. Like, I don't do that. I feel like I'm obviously trying to sell you something at that point. At this point in time, I think word of mouth works, and I'm not really interested in getting my services out there. If anything, I have an email list. I can just be like, yo, I'm doing tutoring, sign up. But I think as soon as you promote something in the video advertisement form, it's kind of a little bit of a sellout. I don't want to just be like, oh, this guy's only doing it for money, because it's not what it's about. It's about you guys getting the jobs, changing careers, learning the skills. It's not about me making a bunch of money. I just want to pay my bills, go see Venom, maybe take my girlfriend out to eat, like go see my friends and family. I mean, I have goals, right? But it's not what it's about. Coding your own game is easier than you think. You know, you should take this Unreal Engine course on Udemy. Oh boy. Facebook ads is reaching out to more of those who actually follow you and their friends. I'm not sure how Facebook ads work, but what I would like to do is get my website to a point to where anyone could come. Anyone could come to my website and they would be able to use it, right? I'd be like, well, what's this website about? Or this website's about clearing the clutter, right? You want to go to this? Should I do this thing, right? Well, if you want to do this thing, you should consider X, Y, Z, right? So I'll eventually run Facebook awareness ads for my website, but I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to sell something directly. Not really, not yet. If anything, what I would sell, if I did, would be it would be these dope ass boxes here that I have. And then I'd fill it with like a whole bunch of grind reel stuff, right? I think that'd be sweet. Have a t-shirt in there, have like some merch, have my supplements, have like some discount codes of Team Treehouse, right? Get a month of premium for free or something, you know? That'd be super sweet to put that in here. Do that again. Then I would sell those directly, maybe like $30, whatever. $30 a month. You get new stuff every month. That'd be fun. I actually tried to do that, right? So I have those boxes, but it failed. I failed so many times trying to do entrepreneur stuff. Hopefully I don't fail this time, but if I do, I can just go get another job. But I would really resent that job. It would be really difficult for me to like be told what to do, because it already is. It'd be really interesting. It would. It was actually going to be just going to be fitness stuff originally, but I think it's super cool. Now I have my own fitness stuff, right? So I don't have to like go figure out how much it's going to cost to do fitness stuff. I can just make my own. Subscription box models are hard to work. I mean, they're hard to work if what you're putting in them aren't your own products. Like if you're doing like candies from around the world and stuff, then it's probably not going to work. Oh my God. Everybody here, my Slack's blowing up. You failed your benefit. Then create your own business. I already have my own business. Oh, Nathan, do I know how to register a business under a business? Yeah, you just have to. Well, typically you do that with like corporations. You open a corporation and then you license a whole bunch of LLCs under that corporation. But when you create a corporation, you have to have a CEO, you have to have someone else that you have to meet with once a year. So what a lot of people do that are like sole owners of corporations, they'll have like they'll have like some they have to have a meeting, right? And so, for example, one person I know, he has a corporation and he has to have one meeting every year, and he meets with his wife because his wife is like chief accountant or something, but she's a stay-at-home mom, you know. Just the laws. How can you buy some of the concentration stuff that I use? Yeah, they're on my website. So if you're interested, they're on my website. I can link it to you if you want. Motivate me. All right, go to Absolute Motivation on YouTube. Watch those videos. Boom. If you made something good that doesn't have to do with the YouTube channel, people will buy. That's not necessarily true, because you need to get the product out in front of the people. If you can't get a product out in front of the people, then you cannot Yeah, I mean, that's the bottleneck, basically. If you can't get the product that you have out in front of people, people aren't going to buy it. The problem is the marketing. It's not just like, if you make something good, people will come. Like, what the fuck line of thinking is that? That's not true at all. What is the concentration stuff? Concentration stuff. So this is what I have. It's my own thing. Caffeine, L-theanine, synephrine. You can make it yourself, but I made my own. So this is typically what people take to focus. Actually, it's really popular for for college people in college. Some people drink coffee in the morning for caffeine. This also appetite suppressant because I do the intermittent fasting. Am I doing side work on top of YouTube? Yeah, I have some side work. I mean, teaching is some side job. I also work with a cryptocurrency startup. I interview people. I do this. So this, I share this with my friend. He has all the, we split everything because he does acrobatics and he's like all into this acrobatics arena. And he has a whole bunch of people there that's your own brand. Yeah, this is mine. You're not going to find this anywhere. This is mine. I found the bottles, got the caps, I made the labels, designed the labels, I hand-filled these little pills, right? Oh man, I felt like a drug dealer for the days it took how long to do that. It's not good. You don't think someone would buy a t-shirt that has everywhere your YouTube and logo and your channel name? They would do the exact opposite of that. They would buy something with a YouTube and a logo and all that stuff. That's what Abercrombie is. That's what American Eagle is. That's what is that, Navy whatever store. That's literally what it is. You're just buying someone's brand and free advertisement for them. It's exactly why someone would buy a YouTube, right? Oh, I support this guy and his channel and his mission. I feel cool because you probably don't know who this is, but I do, so you should check him out via my shirt, you know? Like, love the vids. How much you give to the noobs? Hey man, thanks for hanging out. I'm just all about that, right? I'm just trying to help you guys. Well, you wouldn't. Okay, well, okay. For every one of you, there are like 400 that would buy, okay? That's a bit stupid. I mean, if you think about it, you're not wrong. But that's what it is, right? Every piece of clothing that you buy at a store in the mall is advertisement for that company. People like to support the people that they want. People like to represent the people, the community that they feel they're a part of, and so people buy the stuff from those places. Like, why do people buy the Gary V Adidas shoes? Like, they sold out in less than like an hour, and a whole bunch of people bought them. Oh, I would never buy that. Okay, well, that's you. But for every one of you, there are 500 people that would. Vocal minority, my friend. Did I hand fill them so we get stuff you touched? Does that mean we can collate it? Yeah, I mean, if you want. Yeah, I did them by hand, right? But I was wearing gloves and stuff. It's not like, it's not sanitary. How did I make them? There's a pill packer. You can buy them. You buy this little blue plastic thing. It looks like a, I don't know. It's just this hard plastic blue thing, and it's got a bunch of little holes in it. And then you put the caps in it, and then you spread the powder, and you like spread it over and fill the little caps. Then you take the top half, which you put the top half caps, and then you do this, and you just press them together, and then you have pills. I have one. I think I have one that makes like 50 at a time, and one that has like 100 at a time. You could clone a glove, yeah, if you wanted. That's the thing with the supplement industry in the U.S. is that you don't have to approve anything by the FDA, and you can just be like proprietary blend. You could make a pre-workout and call it proprietary blend, and put flour in there. You know. I filled it with exactly what I wanted. I filled it with exactly what I wanted that works for me. So I just made my own. If you go on bodybuilding.com and you look up a pre-workout, you'll see proprietary blend, and it will say like all these things that don't exist because they're just a mixture of regular products combined together and then given a special name, and then they call that an ingredient. So it's like if you were to mix some flour and some sugar together and you called that a proprietary blend of, I don't know, whatever, like Pump X or something, right? Now you can call that Pump X an ingredient and you don't have to actually disclose what that is. Totally legal. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of dumb. So yeah, literally what you see is what you get. 3 ingredients, 2 ingredients, 4 ingredients. You can, you cannot import that without being checked and approved. Well, I mean, there's nothing illegal in it. Will that help you get ripped without working out or eating? So actually, you actually have to take the pill and then eat a pizza for it to properly metabolize, and then after the pizza, you have to go work out to get shredded. Taylor. What do my shirts represent besides a cool design? Yeah, I need to redo my shirts. It's a valid question. It's been on my list of things to do for quite some time now, my friend. Thanks for reminding me. I'll definitely work on that today. What do I think about Upwork to start as a freelance? You're thinking about doing it on the side along with your daytime job. Upwork takes 20%. So it's a good place. Make sure that you check in the US if you're in the US. Otherwise, you're going to, If you were to add one more ingredient, what would it be? It depends on what I would want to use it for at that point, right? So, I mean, I have pre-workout ones too, which have citrulline in it, and some L-arginine, and some beta-alanine. Any idea how long it would take to go to Michigan? A couple days. So my friend and I, we make them, so you'll get it. I'll write you a handwritten letter. I'll send you a Christmas card with me and my dog. That's the meme. So, but the Upwork thing, Upwork takes 20%. It's actually, that's quite a bit. And so you have to charge, $50 an hour just to make your normal rate. That's what stinks. I think 20% is a bit much. But yeah. Let me send this. Let me send this to my friend. I'll let him know. Thanks for the support, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Eat pizza, get shredded. The obvious solution. I guess that's it. We're at 48 minutes. What are you guys doing to get motivated today? What are you working on? You guys working on stuff? I hope that you're working on stuff. You're not procrastinating. If you're procrastinating, please go do what you need to. If you've gotten what you need from this stream, go do what you need to. I need to figure out a way to make it valuable every day. So, by the way, people keep asking me, what is the schedule of these streams? I'm just going to do a stream every morning between 6 and 8. I should probably narrow that down. But I can guarantee that for now. And then in the middle of the day, I'll release a video. And then at night, if I'm not dying, I'll do a Team Treehouse stream or some other stream. The problem is you need one video for one stream. That's how it works. Easy Miner GUI. Are you still making money from that? I would mine Bitcoin, but Coding in Python, updating your resume. Nice, dude. Programming industry is so big. How do you pick what you want? You started with web development now, but you want to get into AI. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Web development is fine. You can still do web development with Python, so maybe transition to that. Woke up early, meeting with a client. Sick, dude. I hope it goes good. Working on your brand right now? Yeah, nice, man. Do it. That's what you need. If you're a developer and you want to get to that top of the stack, you need a brand. You want to be able to point to people other than yourself saying, I know how to code. Trying to overcome imposter syndrome. Stuff you work on is very narrow, focus and development. You want to shift into front-end dev work. That doesn't sound like imposter syndrome. That just sounds like you don't like what you're doing. And because you don't like what you're doing, you don't understand what you're doing. Juggling school, studying for interviews. Sounds like a lot of people here are being motivated, getting them what they need to done. That's good. I like to see that. Robin, if you were to add one more ingredient, what would you add? That's the real question. Trying to find a new job. Your current one is toxic. I know that feel. You recommend the Tim Ferriss podcast with Jason Fried of Bootcamp. What is that? Freed? Just built your first booking app and put in place by your estate thanks to you. Hey, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that. Build a new Upwork and charge 15%. You can build a new Upwork. The problem is it's a platform for users. So the problem, again, is getting your product out in front of people and getting them to sign up and going through the hassle and then getting the talent on the other side to sign up, right? So you need the people that need jobs to come, and then you need the people to use the platform to come. And so doing that now when there's already so many other options is really, really difficult unless you have a huge-ass marketing budget. I'm not saying it's impossible. I am just saying that's the bottleneck of that project, Craig. I'd have to look up Tim Ferriss podcast. I need some podcasts during the day when I'm working, but at the same time I need to do the deep work, right? So I don't need any distractions. It's Tim Ferriss podcast. What is the name of substance that you've made that makes your hands hot? It's called synephrine. I can spell it. That's the physical effect. It kind of gives your fingers a warm, tingly feeling. $300 million episodes downloaded. Tim Ferriss was like, low-key, I wish I would have done that so bad, dude. You know what he did, right? He worked at a company, but he outsourced his work to developers in India until he got caught, and then he got fired. And then he realized, I was only working like 4 hours a week just telling these dudes what to do. And then they were giving me the work, and I was giving that work to my boss. So, like, you know, he pays 5% of what he's making, so he doesn't have to do his work, and then he doesn't have to overwork. And so his boss was like, no, you can't do that. Well, to me, that sounds like that guy knows exactly what he's doing. I would want more of those people. Yeah. How to invest with clear thinking. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm going to bookmark this. I could have done that. What was that, a thing? Your hands are always frozen? Sure is. Some people like it, some people don't. That's why I have two different ones. This is the Focus Plus, brought to you by Josh. And Focus. God, I could never do door-to-door sales because it's just like, look, I want your money, but I'm trading you this product which will help you focus. Like, give me your money. That's not what you do, though. Actually, that's not true. I could sell if I had to sell, but that's very polar from what I do, but that's fine. How many hours a day should you be coding if you have all day free? Hours coded aren't necessarily dependent on progress, right? You can't confuse just thrashing around, doing a whole bunch of stuff with actually moving forward and making progress. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just do a whole bunch of shit and they're like, I'm not making any progress. Well, that's because you're not moving forward, but you're moving. So don't confuse the two. So don't confuse that with hours put in as actually productivity. So that, I can't tell you that. I would say, yeah, maybe 4 hours max. Yeah. You gotta be able to process the information. If you just keep stacking stuff on, you're gonna keep forgetting the stuff at the lower blocks. You gotta give your brain some time to process that information, remember it, go back, look at it, do something with the building blocks, all that stuff. Rocktober, Colorado, Rockies, rocking out. We could do a Hacktoberfest. I think that's what Eddie he's doing on his other. That's what he talked about in the video. There's this thing called Hacktoberfest. Doesn't feel like October. There's still a whole bunch of green leaves on the trees outside. Last Eddie video was great. Yeah, he's a good dude. Kind of reminds me of Bear Grylls. I felt like I was talking to Bear Grylls. If I close my eyes, I would think he's a programmer. The best way that I've found to learn is to pick up a new, when you pick up a new subject or a new skill, put that skill to work. Like pause on the learning and put that skill to work right away. So that's what I do with these books that I listen to. That's why I make a video every day. And I listen to some books and then I try to repeat what's in it because it helps solidify it for me. And then people ask questions and I'm like, good point. So, yeah, I mean, put it to work right away. Any community open source projects that are good? Go watch the video. I think he gives some, but I'm not a huge contributor to open source. He actually called me out. He messaged me. He's like, I'm looking at your GitHub, Josh. There's no open source in here. And I was like, yeah, I know. Most of the code I do is with students. He's like, well, tell them to open. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to open source my game that I'm going to make. And then we'll add like abilities. And if you want an ability to be in the game, you can come in and you can code it. That would be cool. I think to outsource. You guys would have to figure out C++ or C#. Or not C#. You'd have to figure out C++ or blueprints to be able to make the abilities. But what was the big three most difficult? I don't know if I have three, but I know that loops are difficult for me. I kind of get lost in loops sometimes. Recursion doesn't make sense a whole lot if you think about it too much. You just kind of have to accept it. Yeah. I think that'll be really cool. I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to start doing it on my Udemy course, build the game from scratch. And if you guys want to see something, just hop on in, make a Unity. No, do Unreal. Unity doesn't have multiplayer. No can do, sir. With Unreal Engine, it could be like an open source game, almost. Oh yeah, Unreal is peer-to-peer, so they have a whole bunch of guides for it. Meanwhile, Unity has nothing but their high-level API. Lumberyard? Lumberyard, no thank you. The only thing that uses Lumberyard is like, was it Star Citizen? There's no multiplayer stuff, right? I want to make my game multiplayer, open source. We'll add a whole bunch of like, if you guys want to raise an issue for like a new gun that you want to add or something, we'll go do that. I actually don't know C++ very well, so that'll be fun to learn. Blueprints will be fun to learn. The UI will be fun to learn. On top of all of that, the reason Unreal is the go-to right now is because Unreal has all of that Fortnite money. And Unity has like Gary's Mod and, well, not even Gary's Mod, like Rust, right? And like a couple other games. And so also their free version is really shitty. I know that because it's not shitty, but it doesn't have very good optimization because I've made a game on Unity. It's on the App Store. You can download it right now, and its optimization is garbage unless you want to pay $50 a month. LOL. Unity has multiplayer support. Yeah, I mean, it has multiplayer support with its high-level API, HL API, but it's very bad. The tick rate is like 5. I've already created a multiplayer game in Unity, and the tick rate was like 10, right? I would shoot a bullet, and you'd only see it like every 6 frames. It was terrible. And I can connect, and I can shoot each other. I used Photon multiplayer connection, right? And I started messing around with that, but it just wasn't very clear what to do. The documentation for Photon is terrible. A lot of people are like, just make your own custom networking solution. I'm like, okay, sure, that sounds like a great plan. Let me just stop what I'm doing and figure out how to change my career to be a network engineer. So Unreal is the way to go. And Unreal has Steam integration, so you can like add your friends, invite your friends, all that stuff. I'm not saying Unity is bad. Like, if you want to make a single player game, Unity is the way to go. C++ tutorials for beginners. I don't know if vanilla C++ is really that beneficial. I mean, maybe at some point, but I'd rather just learn the C++ that I need to get going. I don't need to put everything on pause to get started. That's how you get stuck in that never get started loop. Is like, oh, well, I need to prepare to get started. No. You just jump head first in. Yeah, so we'll do that. I just have to figure out. I'll probably just be streaming some Udemy courses, and then we'll go through like the basic examples. We'll make the game at the end, and then we'll jump into the multiplayer Udemy course that I have. I don't actually know if I'm allowed to stream it, so who knows? Probably not, but it'll be fun. That'll be fun to do. Search beginner C++ game programming by DirectX. I mean, I've done the basic console games in C++, like the terminal games where you type in the terminal and stuff. Like, I've done that, but I haven't done anything with like actual, preparalysis. Don't get stuck in the preparalysis. Pogo, you know what I'm talking about. Just do the game in binary. I mean, at that point, why don't we just make it with Arduinos and just, do everything just by hand, solder every logic connection that we need. If you want to switch firing modes from semi-auto to auto, you have to take this plug and plug it in over here. That sounds like a fun game. Hold on, I'm reloading right after I change. C++ beginner game programming, DirectX. Yeah, let's do it. Let me paste this in here. I don't know. Those are the kind of comments that you get when you make programming videos. They're like, why don't you just make the video in assembly, you noob? JavaScript is so easy. It's so funny. And then you make it in what they want, and they're like, this is terrible. Okay, why you watch my videos? You just over there stroking it? Craig, you came in at the wrong time. Sorry you had to see that. "30-day challenges." This does look like a pretty good podcast. I might listen to this at the gym. Oh, it looks like he hasn't updated this website in a long time. Tim.blog. As long as you code program in any language, you think you're doing great. I mean, that's the true thing. Craig, let me ask you a question. How are you on here right now? You told me about what you're going to be doing with your day-to-day. How are you here? I'm confused. Craig. No, you didn't. All right. Well, I would probably hop off the stream and go do the stuff that you need to do, Craig. Go get you need income, sir. You're at work, so it's complicated. You quit your job at work. What? What is happening? You quit your job, still have a job. You quit being there mentally, because I know what that I know what that's like. Share it for the channel. We're 69 people in here. We're curious. Tell you later. The classic bait and switch. He's building the hype. No, this is what you have to do, Craig. This is what you got to do. If you want to know how I quit my job but still have a job, check out my YouTube channel. That's how you do it. You got to build the hype and then direct to your channel so we all flood you. Easy. You tried to quit, but they wouldn't let you leave. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. As I am actually working on my website, as I was yesterday, if you were a new person, and you wanted to know how to code and you came upon my website, what would you add to help direct people to the different sources? And then how would you add it? Like, if you didn't know about code, you're like, oh, I want to get started in code, right? You're going to go to YouTube, right? You're going to search on the internet, whatever. And then you find my website by chance, let's say. How would you engage someone who doesn't know me as a person? I try to keep myself a little bit distanced from that, but I try to be engaging enough to grab people that don't know me. Yeah, Craig, you can't quit your job. You gotta have plan B at least. Like, you gotta have the alternative, maybe not plan B, that sounds bad, right? You don't need to have a plan B, but you gotta have money to pay your bills. You like to see what languages I teach from the start, show your skills up top. What? Yeah, so the question was for you. If you went to my website, if you went to the website and you didn't know about code and you were just overwhelmed, right? Because that's the problem. You were just overwhelmed with a whole bunch of resources. I'm trying to be like, if you want to go, if you know the course that you want and you like the teacher, then go to this course on Udemy. If you want to do a whole bunch of stuff and explore, go to whatever. You can't get shop links to work, gear, and gadgets. Yeah, that's gonna fill up with my stuff that I use to code. I just haven't done that. I'm not gonna use my site as a resume. I don't really need a resume anymore. But essentially, I'm just trying to be like, here's option X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This is why option A would work for you. This is why option B would work for you. Don't go to option J because they're a pile of shit, right? That's my plan at least. What up, what up, what up, what up? Kenny, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your precious day. Hope you're having a good Monday. When you first enter, it should pop up with multiple speech bubbles where it kind of asks you what you're interested in, blah, blah, then links you to wherever. I tried that once, and then people were like, yeah, I don't know what it's going. I don't know what's going on here. But I thought about that. I think that'd be good. And so that's actually what I'm going to do, Cameron. When you click the Start Here button, when you click the Start Here button, it's going to take you to a page which will have exactly that. But right now the Start Here button doesn't work. All right, Laugh, send it over. Could you implement accounts onto your site for saved preferences? Yeah, I do have accounts. You can sign up for an account. You can sign up. I need to fix the CSS on those buttons, actually. Those are all messed up. Going through full stack web dev on Udemy, trying to squeeze in a little bit. Dude, that's all you got to do, right? Just try to make it count. Try to make it count. Do enough. Go get the juicy pumps. Pogo. Peace out. How much was the domain? It's a cool name. That was like $7 or something. Right, so I don't really talk about the reasoning behind it, but I probably should somewhere on the site, so I'll make an about, what is this, right? The grind reel is essentially me documenting the grind of everything that I do. People documenting the grind of what they do, right? It's not an easy task to go from I don't know to code to I now am like on the job. On the mob, what? Kill the pop-up. Kill the pop-up. You're there to know the content. So the problem is, like, if people don't know who I am and what this site is, If I look at other websites that do well, how about the text on the left and photo on the right? I tried that. Looks strange. Looks very strange. I can update that in real time. We'll just do a live Q&A session. Hold. Let me show you. Okay, so here, let me move everything over for you. Oh, it's not done loading yet. All right, try that. All right, so the Wanderer, I just fixed it. Refresh. What? Where's my text? Why is my background white? I have a caching issue or something? What's going on here? Sweet, apparently I just broke my site. That is awesome. I love it. Oh boy, what did I just do? Revisions. Time to revert. What website are we talking about? We're talking about my website, which I just broke. Please hold. One minute ago. All right, I'm just going to restore the revision. Hold. Please hold. Oh boy. All right, there we go. For whatever reason, I messed up my site. Revert the commit. Oh, this is what happens, except we're doing it live in production, which is the worst way to do it. It's back. It's fixed. All right, I fixed it. Okay. All right, now let me flip-flop these without busting my page. All right. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, wow. All right. The Wanderer, I blame you. You can see all the text if you Control A. Start here with a bunch of white space. All right, now it should be flip-flopped. Please refresh all your pages. You'll notice that it's flip-flopped. I feel like that looks, I try to make it not too clickbaity, but at the same time, you have like 10 seconds to grab someone's attention, you know what I mean? And so what I want to do is, like, people are like, oh, do you support all these things? I think none of these people have ever paid me money up front, okay? So these are just different places with different applications. So the Start Here page, you'll click there. It'll take you to a page. Right now it just refreshes the page, but it will take you to a page that I'm currently writing, which will have a breakdown of like self-taught, online resources, whatever. Yeah, so self-taught. Yeah, so image better on the left. Looks better. All right, so I'll keep it there. I need a better picture because I'm just like, let me see if I can make that face. Fuck. Looks so dumb. But I don't have another picture right now. I don't even know if I should have a picture. Would you take out the picture and put a bunch of buttons on the right that would be like, start here, or like, you know, self-taught, and then it would link you down below, and then, I don't know. I'm not sure. You agree left. Let me look. Better picture for sure, yeah. Balancing your logo. Less white space on the top, which, yeah, so that's like all part of the bar. Okay. Go sit on the hood of a Jeep in Moab so I can, that doesn't look like, probably no picture needed. Yeah, probably not. But if you go to like, for example, if you go to like Pat Flynn's website, like smartpassiveincome.com, or basically any site that's similar to mine, they always have a picture to establish identity. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? What are they trying to sell me? You know? So there's like that weird dichotomy there. Are we discussing the website? Yeah, we're talking about UI UX of the website right now, and like how you would lay out the main page. If you didn't know what I was about, if you didn't know what like I did, and you were some person that came from like Facebook, right? What would you write on here to engage that person to be like, look, wait, hold on. I know there's a whole bunch of resources out there. Some of them are crap. That's what this website is for, to eliminate the crap and to show you the good ones, and why this one might work for you if you're here, why this one might work for you if you're this phase of life. Maybe you need a boot camp. All right, well, there's a whole list of good ones here that you can go to. Maybe you want to learn online, do self-taught. Okay, well, Udemy has a different application from Treehouse. Pluralsight has a different application. Like, they all have different purposes, but none of the crap ones are on here. That's the point. Just my head in the middle, then a semicircle from left to right, and have 3-5 icons. Quick description. What does that mean? That's exactly what you would write. I think it's a little bit aggressive. You try not to be negative. It's difficult. It's, you know, it's hard to engage people, but the bounce rate's actually not that bad. It's like 60%. I'd have to look. Pat Flynn's site is more cohesive with the image. Yeah. Is this a WordPress theme? It's Divi, so it's kind of a theme. Session duration, 1 minute, right? Bounce rate, 53%. So 53% of the people come here and then they click X, you know, like. Yeah, I mean, I'm being honest, right? But that would, like, I am honest here, but I should just rephrase that to be like, look, there's a lot of stuff. So that's actually what I put in the Start Here page, which I've written out. I did that last night. I haven't made the page for it yet, but the Start Here page will be like, look, there's a lot of bullshit out there. This site is to be like, what do you think about X, right? Well, I've done the research. Here you go. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can link, I guess. I don't know how to allow links. If you post it, I can see it. I'll just click approve. As long as it's not a picture of like some dicks. How to live life on your own terms. Sounds like a good podcast. Jason Fried. Check out Neil Patel. His site looks similar. Looking at your picture. Oh my god, dude. I don't think people have time to read this. How are you going to make money off the site? The site is not really there for like advertisements or anything. I have my resume and stuff on there. I don't think advertisements would be very conducive. I get what you're saying here, right? Like I get this. So this is what you sent me. This huge ass flowchart. I don't think people have time to read this. How to monetize a website. You don't necessarily monetize a website with just ads. You got to go other routes. If you hover over each icon, it was slightly enlarged. Maybe provide more detail in a tooltip with graphics. I can't do that. Is the Divi theme? Can't do that. I don't have control. I might be able to do that with custom CSS, actually. Let me think. And then I'd have to write an animation for it. Let me think about that. That's kind of a quality of life. What about with no icons? What's up, dude? Start your front end knowledge set procurer. Start your front end career here. Let me look at this. What is Neil Patel, by the way? Let me pull up that one. No hooks. What do you mean no hooks? How will I monetize this one? So I have my resume and cover letter on there. So people buy that, right? That's how I make money off of that. The advanced SEO. One critical factor. Ooh, the whole, like, I've read so many marketing ideas, dude. That it's just like, this dude has his page set up to be legit, right? You see how every single site that's like, has some dude there? The word you is already bold. You probably shouldn't underline it. I like Neil Patel. So these are the websites. No hooks for on hover. You can do it with, you know, the best SEO dude in the world. I don't know. If you call yourself the best anything in the world, it doesn't necessarily even have to be true. People just believe it. So these are the websites that we're taking inspiration from. We got that one. We got this one. We got this one is the worst. This one's like obviously a ClickFunnels. So bad. But they all have a picture of a dude, right? And they're all really simple landing pages. And they all look the same. And there's a reason that they do this shit is because it works. And regardless of like how cringy it is, it's because it works, right? For you guys that know me, it's like, what the fuck is this, Josh? But for people that don't know me, when I run awareness advertisements on Facebook, then that's what this shit works, right? That's what I have to do. So that's the thing. Those are the three websites. People believe it somehow. Well, people that are less cynical than us. You know what I mean? But it's not like I'm trying to bait you into like, click on all of my affiliate links. Thrive, Architect. Oh, God. This guy has Thrive. Oh, wait, no. I think Thrive themes are on here, actually. Yeah, so that's WordPress. Not Thrive, the multi-level marketing garbage. So this guy makes boatloads of money off of affiliate links. Only if you're attractive. It did work, maybe working, but will it work in the future? It only needs to work long enough to where you can make enough money to put it in stocks that have a high dividend return, and then you can live off passive income. That's it. Done. Can you have a landing page for first-time visitors? Then they become a member if they see another page. Yeah, so you see how they all have like a start here button? That's what I've tried to do. Start here button. If it's about the grind of everything I do, I'd rather put that on like an About Me page or the Start Here page. Copy and paste or innovate. So innovate, you can't defeat, I get what you mean, right? And so there's no sense in reinventing the wheel, especially when you're trying to be productive. I have to make money, so I don't have time to innovate. If I had steady income, then I'd try a whole bunch of stuff, but why would you, well, you do what works. And this seems to be the working solution. You're impressed about how much you know about marketing and finance. Well, I mean, we all have goals, right? So you gotta keep reading those books. With an Americano and a laptop. Oh, I'll kill myself, Dustin. I don't drink coffee. I can't be that stereotypical developer. Rather be like the dude on the Olympia stage with like, banana hammock. I think that'd go a lot better. I'm just kidding. Matt Cook hits me with the $5, the 5 Canadian dollars. He gets the 5 push-ups. It's chest day, by the way. Let me hit you with the 5. Here we go. We'll do some push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. There we go. Cross off. Homemade laptop. Kai Green. I don't know if I'd be Kai Green. I need to grow out Kai Green's hair first. Maybe I could be like... We could be like Flexatron Josh. Like Sean Roden. There's some validation. Vasodilation. I had to read that 2 times. How often do I go to the gym? 6 days a week? 5, 6 days a week. I took the weekend off. Just joined the stream and got a question. How deep in Python would you need if you wanted to use it for daily business analysis? Business analysis, I imagine you could get that done fairly simple with some web scraping. So maybe look up some web scraping, some visualization. Be my advice. So the start here button is lost in space. I will note that. Also, Matt, I appreciate you, dude. What are my goals for the gym? I used to calculate my gains in like pounds able to lift, but since it's a climbing gym, it's a little bit more satisfying when you're climbing and you finally get that, problem that you couldn't get a week ago, and then finally you're like, it's the best when you have no finger strength like me. And then you finally climb to that one that doesn't have like a handhold, but it's like this. You're like Yoda. You're just like literally Spider-Man. Even though I've never done that, but that's the goal. That'd be a good way. But like, lifting 350 pounds is like, eh. What's up? Dropping in to say the resume template landed you 6 interviews the past 2 weeks and a job offer. They're good, dude. They've always They've always like be like, wow, your resume, like straight to the point. But thanks, dude. I didn't pay him to say that. It looks like I totally paid him to say that, but I didn't. That's like, can you put that on the review on my page, Tim? That would be fantastic. Is it higher elevation where I'm at? Oh, it's roughly, I think I'm 6,000 feet elevation. That's awesome, dude. Are you gonna take the job offer? Or are you gonna get more? You gotta make them fight for each other. I'm gonna screenshot that. But seriously, Timon, if you go leave the review, that would be fantastic. You'd be the first review. Cool, dude. Paid reviews confirmed. Scripted. Totally. Alright, so the live button has to die. Or the start here button has to die. What is my opinion on Galvanize Denver? Have I interviewed anyone from there? There's no guarantee. I don't think so. Let me look. What's up, Omar? Are data structures and algorithms most important to clear an interview? It depends on where you're interviewing. You're going to interview like... Oh, Galvanize is different. Didn't Galvanize buy out Hack Reactor and this is like a code camp? Maybe I'm totally wrong. Meet the mentors, apply for membership. So this is like a co-working space? What is happening? This is a really difficult site to navigate. Shit. Our immersive program will teach you to build web apps. $21,000? What the shit? I'm not paying any bootcamp $21,000, especially when I can pay like Team Treehouse $250 to get the same kind of projects. Well, they got to make their money back somehow, as I know Hack Reactor wasn't cheap. All right, if it's 21K with no guarantee, I think you know what I'm gonna say. Where's the guarantee? Our student success team. That's what I think, Dustin. Career services. Where's the guarantee? No guarantee, no go. That's only 1K over Lambda. Yeah, I mean, it's only 1K over Lambda, but Lambda has Lambda Next, and you don't pay anything until you get a job. Whereas this says, hey, $21,000 up front, and you'll maybe get a job. 87% of them get a job. But we all 100% paid the $21,000. You know what I mean? Eh. You're going there for a free 8-week prep class. All right, just bear in mind that every single week that you're there, they're probably going to try and convince you to pay that $21,000, and they're probably going to be like, it's as easy as you can, and you can even make payments. You know, $21,000 is how much I have left to pay on my car, and I'm paying that over 5 years, and it's roughly $500 a month. You know what I mean? They have free meetups. Meetups are good. Networking is good. $21,000 to learn to code is not good. I paid $4,500 to learn to code, right? And so I just busted my ass to get a job. That's it. That's all you need. You need a little bit of money if you want to do that, and then bust your ass. That's it. I would never pay that much money. Ever. What the fuck? What are my thoughts on dropshipping? Steven Mischuk's Killer Site courses. I'd have to look. Let me Google it. Which phone do I use? The phone that you get the free skins on for Fortnite, which I don't know how you play. I don't know how you play Fortnite on a phone, and then you have to like move and shoot, and then you have to build at the same time. Like you got to swap to build, place, go back to your gun, shoot. Like, how do you play Fortnite on a phone? There's no binds on here. You got 2 thumbs. Maybe if you play like a spider. I don't know. Thoughts on Stephen Mischuk's killer site courses? How much coffee do you get in the mornings? I don't drink coffee. Not a fan. I don't like hot drinks. Unless I'm like out camping and there's like some hot chocolate, then I'll drink some hot drinks or some hot tea. But hot coffee is just like, I worked at a job once where it was just like, I had to pretend the coffee tasted like hot chocolate. Get the skins and the V-Bucks? I don't know if I still get the V-Bucks because I bought this at Best Buy. So I don't know if I get that deal. What's really neat, it has like this little pin, right? And so now I can draw and do a whole bunch of stuff that I'll never use this pin for. But it's really neat that they created that much space here just to hold the pen, right? In before MKBHD tech reviews. I don't know. Oh, killer sites. Why do men have nipples? Well, the main reason is that because when your nipples are created, it doesn't know what gender you are yet. That part hasn't been established. And so essentially we all start out, like if you're a guy, you basically start out as a girl until it's like, oh wait, hold on. It's just biology. Do I think that software job market can sustain the amount of new devs coming to the market with all the boot camps? So you're asking me about the saturation. Essentially, Amazon in itself could sustain all the new devs coming to the job market. It doesn't mean all the new devs are prepared for the job market. It just means there's enough jobs, but it just means there's a whole bunch of people not up to par with what's needed. And there's always going to be a need. You're either gonna get automated. Your job, your manual labor, blue collar job is going to get automated, or you're going to be the person behind that writing the software to automate that guy's job. Pick. Pothead isn't the line. Well, you know, I was going to say that, but I figured one of you guys know biology and you'd mention it because you guys are all sick. Chat. Oh, I just got a new student, so I'm up to like 22 students. Sweet. What kind of chair are you sitting in? I don't know, something I found at Office Depot. Someone's sending me a message. How much is the mentoring? The mentoring is $500 a month. How long are the sessions? We meet once a week. We sit down for however long it takes to get whatever you need to done. We talk every day if you got questions. We sit down, we make a plan depending on what you want, like where you want to go, how fast you want to get there. You can ask some other people in Discord. Currently in school for software engineering. If you email me about it, Miri, we can talk. We can set up a time. We can set up a time on Discord to have a video chat or Skype or whatever. I know that the money is not like a lot of people have it. However, it's not designed to be a boot camp. It's not designed to be, you know, treehouse. It's the in between. Do you have a cap on how many students you can handle? Nope. Because students come and go. So some students cancel on me. Like, for example, today a student canceled on me. Like, sorry, I can't do it. Okay, so I don't get paid for that one. You know what I mean? So I just try to organize my day. The unpaid reviews got me. I mean, it's not bad. It's a pretty good template. Is there a big demand for Java Spring developers? I don't know anything about Java Spring, so it's really difficult for me to answer that. Do I find my vocational shift to be more of an educator, more motivating? It's more fulfilling to me, right? Because not only people ask questions, like when I'm like, all right, well, this is what I would do to tackle this problem, and then the student is like, well, that's what I did, and it doesn't work, and I'm like, okay, let's take a look at it, right? And so then you got to think through, and they're like, well, what if I wanted it to do this? You can easily find developer jobs in Toronto. You got to leave your comfort zone. What does that mean? I don't want to have a developer job. I had a developer job. I did the developer job. Now I am an entrepreneur doing my own thing. You should have a cancel fee. Does it have to be on the same day each week? No, it's different. It's flexible schedule. Do I have a subscriber goal? 100K by the end of the year. Right. Hey, yo, back at it again with the live stream. It's your boy. We done did it again. I don't know what I'm doing. Knowing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript alone to get you the job. You can't say JavaScript. You need HTML, CSS. You need Sass. You need Less. You need Git. You need GitHub. You need Bitbucket. You need basic SQL joins. You need basic React. You know what I mean? Professor Flukinator, a sophisticated dev developer brought back in time to service the web with component developers. Aubrey, I'm going to put that as my header for my website. That way everyone can laugh and be like, who the hell does this guy think he is? Cedric Clark just subscribed. He's probably not here, but appreciate you. Hey, huge fan. How am I? I'm good, dude. You don't have to be a fan. We're all just friends here. We're all just chilling. I imagine what I'd really like to do would be go to like high schools and be like, wait. Before you consider dropping 45K on college, maybe consider self-taught or a boot camp, right? Because you're going to finish the boot camp, get a job in 6 months maximum, unless you're bad. And then you're going to be working for 3 years. And everyone else, or 3.5 years, and then everyone else is going to be wasting their time partying their life away, not doing anything. And by the time they finish college, they're going to get a 50K starting job, just like you did. But now you have 3.5 years experience, so you're making 90K, and they're just trying to get a job making 50. You know what I mean? Beat bucket, yeah. Are you planning on updating your book descriptions from Lorem Ipsum? Yeah, it's just tedious to do. Has asking about the status of the Google interview become a meme? I am the meme. Which bootcamps have guarantees other than Lambda? There's a few. Thinkful has one. Block.io has one. Helium has one. Open Classrooms has one. I think that's about it, actually. Yeah, I mean, there's more. It's more than one. And I've asked to talk to those people. I was like, yo, let me look at your stuff. I'm interested. Let me see what your students are doing. How does this work? And they're like, if there's a fit with marketing department, we'll get back to you. I'm like, you realize I can point 30,000 people in your direction, and you're saying no? Okay, well, the next time, because I'm willing to do it for free now, the next time you want me to review your content, it's going to cost $2,000 a video, okay? How long have I been a dev? About 3 years. Just got a master's in web dev? What does that mean? How do you get a master's in web dev? Alright, gotta skip the lesson early. Stay motivated. Dude, you too. High school tours could be easy as long as you contact somebody in the guidance. Yeah, I mean, I could, right? But they don't know who I am. They don't give a shit who I am. I'm just a guy. Laugh? I don't know. Probably a lot. I'm not sure you're really trying to find a job, you need a portfolio. Did your master's degree give you a portfolio of projects to show? Did your master's degree optimize your resume so that people know what to click? I'm not sure. Well, you need a portfolio, 100%. Huh, Timon, hit me with that comment. Here we go. This is what the comment on the resume says. Well-formatted resume template that allows you to easy highlight your skills. It has a good flow. Recruiters have complimented me on how readable it was. They don't go searching through a wall of text. You've received 6 job interviews in the past 2 weeks and already heard back 1 employer with a job offer. You guys seeing that review there? Approve, baby. Where's my finger? There we go. Comment approved. Thanks, Timon. Appreciate you. Teachers aren't going to be so hot to tell kids not to go through college. Kind of goes against everything they stand for. Yeah, I know. But, like, schools create good workers. Do you want good workers, or do you want, like, passionate people about what they're doing? I don't know. That's just kind of in the school system. I would say consider the options. Right now, college doesn't really... It's not really affordable. They don't have much going for it other than, you know, the college experience that you get. Timon, thanks, dude. Appreciate supporting the channel. I feel like some people are like, what is this? Trying to make a buck. It looks a bit fake, but I know. But you said the same thing about, like, buying people's shirts and stuff. Laugh, you're pretty cynical like myself, so don't worry. I'm on the same page as you. But it feels good. Evan, what's up, dude? The cover letter is a deal breaker. It can be a deal maker, depending on where you apply. Is the resume cover letter actually something I have to ship, or is it digital? Yeah, the cover letter and the resume that I have on my site is just digital. Once you buy it, you get sent an email with the download links. You get the PDF, you get the docx, so you can edit it, and then you get the docx with all my cover letters in it, like 3 of them. Let's see. You're not trying to go over the new questions, but how would you create a portfolio website? What would be the difference of that and Git? All right, portfolio website hosts all your projects that you have hosted on Git. So, for example, have a GitHub page with a custom domain name, so you could be craiggray.com, and then on that craiggray.com, it goes to a GitHub website, and then on that website, it's just basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then you have some pictures with some descriptions of your portfolio. Maybe if they mouse over the picture, it's a little GIF of you using the application. And then if they click on that GIF, it takes them to the repo for GitHub, and then they can go in there and see the code for it. And then they can go back to your, make sure it opens a new tab, right? Target equals _ blank, right? Make sure it opens a new tab so they don't lose track of what you're doing. Got to keep that UX clean. And then, you know, they can go back to your website. They can click on the other stuff that's in there. That's what a portfolio site is, right? You want to make it as easy as possible. Have a little button there that says resume. Boom, pops up resume. Maybe I should make a course on this, right? It seems to be pretty valuable. So it probably won't be for free. I'm sorry. But hopefully that helps. How do you deal with imposter syndrome during your early days? I mean, you just deal with it. You keep doing it. You keep wondering your life decisions. You keep questioning what you're doing with your life. And then you keep doing it anyways. And then eventually you get to the point where you're like, yeah, I already said I couldn't do this. I already said this wasn't for me. But here I am. I said that 10 times. I say it 11 times, 12 times. I get over it. Keep going. I mean, essentially, Portfolio has a letter so that they can download your resume. They have a, you know, most important thing you have is a mentor. Isn't too bad, about 8K for the whole degree. That's not too bad. Wake up, work, go to sleep, repeat. Fellas, don't spend your time lining up someone else's pocket stack. You know what's up, dude. You guys got to figure out a way to add value to yourself other than what a school gives you, right? School is essentially giving everyone the same value, and the only way that you can really extend that value is by how much you study on your own. However, there's a whole world outside of school where you can increase your value, and that's what you need to be focusing on. That's what puts you at the top of the resume pile and the cover letter pile. That's what gets you the job, not just studying harder You know what I mean? You gotta figure out ways to improve your value. So for example, right now, now I'm very aware of audio editing. I have to fix my audio every video. I can edit videos. I can color grade videos. I can add special effects. I can make animations. I can host an e-commerce website with WordPress. I can drive sales. I can drive marketing. I can create engaging content. I can submit videos and share those videos. I can engage with people. I know how to live stream. I know how to develop. I can code. Like, that is my value proposition to people now. And so I can just do more than make an HTML page. Right? And I don't say that to gloat or brag or be any of those things. I'm saying there's a whole bunch of external skills that you can get to complement what you do have. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to learn about. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should get the link in a sec. Just let me know if you don't. I mean, I can see it, but should get it. So there's like, what else did I do? I do design, right? So I do the design for the products. I do the, you know, I do the thumbnails. I have to learn how to use Photoshop. I have to learn how to use Premiere, After Effects, how to learn how to do camera angles. A whole bunch of stuff goes into this. But can I dunk? I'm just your average white guy. I don't have a vertical. If you give me one of those playground kid dunks, I can dunk all day, but like, I don't have a vertical, I'm sorry. The Jordan Peterson rule. Would you pay someone else $50 to do what I did for the last hour? No. You can't do what I did. You can't. I am not a mechanical task. This is not a mechanical task. You can't pay someone to do it, right? So that's my value, you know what I mean? You can't take away my brand. You can't take away the things that I've given to the community, right? It's the whole point of having a brand and having value. People can't take away the value that you've given to other people. No matter if they take your job away, it doesn't matter. You mentioned in a different stream, how do you wake up around 4? Do you go to bed around, yeah, I go to bed around 10:30. I don't sleep enough. That's the correct answer. I should be getting 8 hours of sleep if that's when I wake up. Actually, I wake up at 4:45. But essentially, you guys should all be working on a personal brand. The more time that goes by that you're not working on a personal brand, the more time other people are, and it's going to just get more and more difficult to get started. You're going to have to find other ways to stick out of the resume pile because more and more people have to do that to get in the resume. And so as time goes on, you're either going to be already at the top, like making your way up and established, and it's easy once you get momentum, or you're going to be at the bottom like, well, shit, how do I do this? Because this guy already did it. Like, you know what I mean? You guys should all be working on a personal brand of some sort to create that value. So right now, if a company wanted to hire me, I would be like, it would be optional for me to go to work because I don't have to go to work for them. So I would want someone, like, I would be like, do you want someone that's passionate about what you're doing? Right? Because I want all the freedom in the world. You're going to pay me money, but like, if I want to go home at 2 o'clock today, I'm going to do that, okay? If I want to go home at, in an hour, I'm going to go do that. And there's nothing you can do because I'm passionate about the project. I'll get the work done, but you don't get to micromanage me. That's not how it works, right? Because I've raised the value enough to where no one can take that away from me. So I've already established the skills now to know that I can do this myself, and so I don't have to go to someone else. And so that's what all you guys should be doing. Because imagine, when you get older, ageism gets more real. Hey guys, instead of going out and be productive, why don't you tune into my stream instead? I mean, I get the cynical comment there, right? But like, you're getting the knowledge. I'm just going to tell you what Gary Vee is going to tell you. You have friends, one of them runs his own company. Is it okay to contact them asking to help to get a job once you're ready? Dude, you got to network. You can't feel guilty about getting network. You got to ask for help. You can't be too prideful to not ask for help. People like to see other people trying to help themselves, and they're more You know, the more you complain, they're like, oh, nothing's working. Like, what, are you asking for help? Are you, trying to make it work with other people? Like, what are you doing? Oh, no. Well, so you're just complaining. Oh, yeah. Okay, so why don't you ask for help? People like to see other people trying to prove themselves, and they don't mind. They don't mind helping. You're the dude going to BitMaker. If you remember, there are no coding boot camps in Toronto with guarantees. BitMaker is really the best one. I don't know. There's online boot camps. You don't need to go to in-person unless you really feel the need, but you're sacrificing a guarantee if you really feel the need to go to an in-person boot camp. You know? I would just think about it. I don't mind listening to Josh's background noise. Thanks, The Wanderer. I appreciate it. That's the best comment I've had all Monday. You're the man. Guys, it's like overcast outside. Feels like an October day. Got some crunchy leaves on the ground. Just a little bit, still green, but like feels like fall. Start to get a little hype. I like fall. Fall's the best. Opinion on Udemy Bootcamp by Cold Steel. It seems to be pretty popular. Seems to be one of the better ones. Depends on your learning style. I can't say too much. I think I have it actually. Haven't done it, but maybe I should stream it. That'd be fun, right? I'm thinking about streaming some Udemy courses, some, same stuff. 1010 charisma, Josh. How long does it take me to be productive? So typically I wake up, service the girlfriend, do whatever she needs, take care of those, play with the dogs a little bit, write down everything I'm doing for the day, then I just go hit it, get started, right? So that's what I do. Then I'll go to the gym. Does Treehouse teach React? It sure does. Is it a bad idea to look something up during a coding interview in an attempt to... I don't know, dude. You and I asked that same question. I really think it's going to be on the perspective of the interviewer. The person who is doing... the person who is doing the interview will either be like, he either knows this or he doesn't. Or they'll be like, let's see how he can solve this problem. Those are the two mindsets that you'll have. Do I ever consider moving out of Utah? Yeah, but I need to get my paragliding license first so I can fly in other places. But, I mean, am I stuck to Utah? Not really. I'd rather go live in, like, Montana, maybe Oregon, maybe Hawaii or Alaska. That'd be sweet. Go explore Alaska for a living. Make videos where the background is a glacier. Welcome to today's video. We're talking about how to apply to JavaScript jobs. Oh, by the way, this is the biggest glacier in the world, and I'm currently in Alaska. I could do that. Denver's too crowded. Housing's too expensive. What's my schedule for streaming? Yeah, we stream in the morning from about 7 to whenever. And then how many times a day? Maybe twice a day. What time? Yeah, in the morning and then every day. So I'll do one stream every single day to engage with you guys, answer your questions. I want to be available, I guess. You know how it goes. Florida is better. I lived in Georgia. I've been to Florida a whole bunch. Maybe. I don't know. Denver's kind of like, yeah, you're not sure that's a good idea. Here in my garage with my glacier, We're about to get some knowledge. My Glacier Lamborghini. Okay, what's the housing like where you live? Are you being deceived? You pay $2,000 for a two bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,100 square feet. I pay $1,588 for my mortgage alone for 900 square feet of livable space. Got to get back to the first day of Lambda, but in your PM group, wait, hold on. So far 3 of us are there because of you. Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it is what you've seen, and I know it is because I'm still doing the videos on it. Fix it's on your site. Thanks, dude. Bye, Gus. Can you do WeChat so it'll be viable to pay from China? WeChat. How do I integrate WeChat? I need to know. Tell me how to do it. 1,300 for a 2x2, 1,100 West Palm Beach. Yeah, but you're in West Palm Beach. Like, I live in the middle of Salt Lake City in this tiny ass little house that was built in 1941. Dude, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's everything you've seen. It should be. That's awesome though. Mortgage. Why buy? I bought this as an investment so that I can rent it out and make more passive income. But I can't legally move out of it for another few months because I was a first-time home buyer, right? And so I got that little bonus first-time home buyer down payment. And legally, you're not allowed to move out of it after before the first year is over. So probably in December, January, I'll rent this out for like $2,000 a month, which is really reasonable here. And then I'll go live in a modern apartment with, you know, more than one plug in a room. And then they'll pay off my interest, pay off my mortgage. I'll wait until the thing crashes and then goes back up, and then I'll sell my house, make some money, invest in some apartment complexes instead of a house next time, and then rent those out, and then rents repeat until I get enough passive income to where real estate is its own thing. But you gotta start somewhere. But I get what you're saying, right? You should never buy and then live where you buy, right? Because it's not an asset if it's not generating you money. But I'm legally not allowed to leave. I can't sell it. I'd get popped. But soon. Would you guys want to see like a build video? Like my entire like computer setup and like all the software and stuff that I use? I have that written down today. Give me some video ideas. Hit me with those video ideas. I'll note these down. I'll do these for the week. Yeah. You didn't know that you can rent out while in a mortgage? Yeah, you can rent your house out and then someone else pays your mortgage. And then you just go live in an apartment that's super nice. The problem with apartments is I don't have a yard for my dogs. Should you be in-house or go freelance? If you're in-house, the more money you make, well, you don't make more money. You get a salary. Looking forward to the Full Sail video. Full Sail, yep, Full Sail's fucking garbage. Setup video would be great, okay. Anything else you guys would like to see? I'll let you know if I've done it. I'm on Windows, so if I end up pursuing the game dev, yeah, so Adam, we'll probably do the live stream. We'll live stream the game dev, and then we'll maybe make, if I'm like, oh, this is how you make a simple Unreal, tutorial doing some XYZ or something. Pluralsight sent me an email. Sounds good. Video, set up dev stories with water from the water cooler. You know what's really weird is on Saturday I got like 20 subscribers, and then on Sunday I got like 300, and I don't even know what I'm at today. I try not to check it because it'll make you go crazy, but man, it's so strange. Last Thursday I got 27 subscribers. What? Maybe a video reviewing Flatiron. Flatiron has a guarantee, I think. Yo, Lambda Hype, thanks Josh, journey begins today. Yo, I think you have, well, I don't know if you have a warm-up problem today, but best of luck, my friend. 8:48 for you, or Lambda time. BuzzFeed $10 programmer versus $50 programmer. Yeah, so what you would do there is you would take a white dude in America and then sit him next to an Indian dude in India. Literally, that's it. They're both equally good. They both cost different because of countries. Because of cost of living. Or, you know, someone from America. It doesn't have to be a white dude. Be a purple dude. Hispanic dude. Doesn't matter. Friggin' someone's gonna say something. Whoever. Over here just waiting for one of those YouTube videos to go viral. So strange. Oh no. Every time I open YouTube, it plays my video and I'm like, what's going on YouTube? How many times I've heard what's going on YouTube? I just want to shoot myself. Someone said, I would not add recommendation letters to LinkedIn. I would much rather ask the person to give me one. So recommendation letters they're not for you. They're for the recruiters. Are there any accredited online boot camps? There's no accredited code schools. They don't exist. You don't need accreditation, my friend. It's all about what you can do. Don't lean on an accreditation. It's all about what you got to do. What is your skill? What can you make? Doesn't matter someone approves the curriculum. If someone has to approve the curriculum, that means it's not good, okay? Escape that line of thinking. How to get 1K subs in one day. Break YouTube's algorithm by a programmer. Except I don't know how to get 1K subs in one day. No idea how to do that. This is a very niche to be in. It seems to correlate. What is the average here? For every 55 views I get one subscriber, is what it seems. Per 55 views is one sub conversion. But that doesn't always hold up, it seems. Actually, yeah, that's true. Let me look. That seems to be the ratio. This is triple that on Thursday for some reason. Collab video with some homies. The problem is you have to get those people to collab. Starting out, would I use a recruiter? I don't know. Just be careful, dude. They're going to throw you at whatever they can just so that they can make their living. Are you work somewhere? I work for myself. I'm at work right now on this live stream. What is this? Someone sent me an email again. Hey, yo, what up? Cocaine Fitness has started following me on Instagram. What? Alright, dudes, we're at 2 hours and 9 minutes. I have to go lift some weights, get some pump, you know. Stretch the muscle tissue, break the muscle tissue. Try to get some new PRs today, and then continue. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be the most meta video ever. I'll just put this here. All right, so this is gonna be in the video. Part of the day of a full-time YouTuber's stuff, right? So here we go. Oh, did I forget to turn that off? Damn it. All right, can you see it? So this is part of what we do. This is so cringe. This is so meta, but like, this is what we do. We do the live stream. We got 59 people here. I said 30 minutes, and now I'm at 2 hours. This is really awkward, but you know, is what it is. So, all right, time to go to the gym. I gotta close the stream. Engineer man, he'd have to be down to do it. All right, why not work out before streaming? Let's just, I ask myself the question, what's the one thing I should do, right? So I get the stream done in the morning, I go work out, and then I come back when I'm super focused after the workout, and I put all that effort into making a good video and editing a good video, and you know, that's when I have all my good ideas, so I gotta execute on those. Check out the Tim Ferriss, that will inspire you at this phase of life on your own terms. Dustin, I have it bookmarked right here. You're the man. Thanks for sending that. I'm going to listen to that in my car ride to the gym and when I do cardio today. So appreciate you. That's awesome. If you guys got any other podcast links you want me to listen to, I'll listen to it, review it, let you know. Go now. I will. So we're at 2 hours, 11 minutes. I got to go, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are the best. Thanks for the support. Thanks for listening to me rant on all these topics. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the live stream or maybe later today when we do the Python stream, if I'm not dying, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Sam, sorry that you're late, but you're the man. Hope your job's going good.